We good? Just waiting for stream elements to kick in. We know it's coming. Okay. There we go.
Is now live. Streaming Genshin Impact. Let's play Genshin Impact Alhaitham story quest time.
Now having that out of the way, we are going to be finally unlocking Alhaitham's story quest, and depending on what I'm doing after Alhaitham's quest, so depending on timeline, I might do Dia's, just like it'll just end stream, start a new one. Once again, it's all in keeping the VOD separate, because I do try to put the VOD up on YouTube. It'd be easier if I could just dual stream, but off the PlayStation you can't do that. So yeah, we're working with what I got. And for now, that does mean I'm gonna pull up my manager to do this, but we can also, I guess in the meantime, actually unlock the quest, and then it'll stop bugging me. Because yeah, we have them both, we're good, only things I have to do, and whatever dialogue happens is why I haven't, you know, unlocked it yet. So let's go. Okay, and we're gonna claim that so I get it back. And yeah. Yeah. Navigate.
Primate's heard that Alhaitham's been made acting Grand Sage, but with that personality of his, oh boy. You think things will be okay? Why don't we go to the academia and ask around?
We can certainly do that. We can certainly try.
Is your new boss.
I think that's the button I need to hit. I never come completely prepared, because I don't always actually put all attention to what I'm doing here. I try keeping it very simple. But okay, let us go to the academia and see what's going on. Let's just travel to Sumumu. I never call it that anymore unless I'm like by myself. But that's the nickname I half asleep said, and I should stick with it. Oh, it just threw me in. Yeah.
How's everything going with your thesis?
I should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it. Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
Mondstadt is a great idea.
They're really out of their minds, making Alhaitham the acting Grand Sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Okay, hey now. Like, Alhaitham may have like made me hella suspicious during the Archon quest, but like, you have to remember, you guys are part of like the problem. Like, yeah, I was the acting Grand Sage previously, but some scholars were in on it too. I trust Nihida's judgment, and you should too. It's your fucking Archon.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him!
And that's a you problem. You're not upset about not having the position, so why don't we just let it rest?
He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time.
That sounds like him.
Praise and arrogance, misery of miseries, for the academia to have him as the acting grand sage?
Okay, now, dude, genuinely calm down. You're...
Professor, don't get so worked
Yeah.
up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Alhaitham. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh.
Okay.
Is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought. Some people are saying good things
And bad.
others bad. Especially that old guy just now. He really doesn't like Alhaitham.
To that credit, Alhaitham does have a very, like, his own way of going about things that would either make someone mad or just not rub right and maybe get that, but I don't know. He seems capable enough. His attitude or not, you know.
Hey, are you okay? You don't look too good.
The Matra.
What about them?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk
Ilias?
to a Matra about something important.
That pigeon?
In the state you're in, you shouldn't push yourself.
Oh, we're not talking about... Okay.
Tell us what happened, and we'll pass on your message to Amatra.
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Okay, so something very important. Got it.
Fine, we'll take you to Amatra.
Oh my god, Artemis. It's too early in the stream for you to try to distract me like this. But what's the important matter that needs... Oh. No! There we go. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Wait, Sino should be back at the Academia. Let's go find him.
Okay. We missed something. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to, make sure... I should really change the food item in this because I'm running low, but... Okay.
The desert's a tough
I did that for, like, no reason. I can leave this little companion buddy on, and I still have that.
What you get. And whether you take on the challenge is entirely up to you.
Also for combat situations, I don't know if I'll use my Dia. She is not properly built. She's horrendously built. Only thing that looks nice is her HP, kinda. That's it. So. When it comes to matters like that, you know, we'll see. But anyways, we need to speak with the Matra.
Hey there. Excuse us, but is Sino at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if
Okay.
you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar.
Oh!
Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Is he the one who's supposed to be... Wait.
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere.
I was just trying to drink water. Okay, this is immediately going somewhere different than what I was thinking. Okay.
I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh?
Yeah, that...
You can't remember?
It would make sense for him not to be able to completely remember, you know, depending on how he was kidnapped, so maybe he was knocked out, dragged to the location while unconscious, or, and then even after that, waking up, you see all this stuff you've been worked on possibly a bit, and as you're running away, you're not focused on where you are, you're just focused on getting the hell out of there, so, no?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird.
So maybe he used a chemical.
It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Okay.
Even if what you say is... Alright. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
I get why the lie detector test is needed in his standard protocol, but longer than expected. Oh, it's Alhaitham.
Huh? Alhaitham?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test.
Okay.
This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
Makes sense.
After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two...
As if we would listen even if he denies this.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
No problem.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
Mainly mine, but I don't know about Paimon.
In that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
Okay.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
Well, yeah, do as you will. I'm gonna take that as, like, if we need to do anything, even without the, guidance of the Matra, we're allowed to do it, okay? Paimon, we need to take these words and, like, be able to use them just in case we do something, they weren't quite approving of. We don't really want to be, like, deemed criminals like we have been in the past in 2 different places, so let's try to avoid that.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action? Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right.
Sino would definitely do that.
Please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
Hey, Alhaitham, if it's much of a problem, we're here.
He's the same as ever, casually ignoring people just like he did back at Aro Village.
Well, what were you expecting, Paimon?
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
I mean, I agree with your sentiment, Paimon, but Sumeru does have a history of the sages of the academia kind of just taking over everything and making themselves the top dog and all that, so unfortunately makes a lot of sense.
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do
Okay,
with
that's
someone of
interesting.
your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Okay, yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. Where's that coming from?
A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Ksharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Okay. This is like all of the different, like, house studies.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I don't think he's about to have too much information, but he's probably, like, maybe those parts are for the dude we're looking for. It's just, I thought.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information. So
Very
he intentionally
possible.
didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Okay.
Follow me.
I'm very intrigued. Find a quiet place. That went this way. Such a quiet place.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey,
Do you know him?
Yes.
Okay.
We were classmates.
Ah.
oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
Okay, damn. I mean, you know, I'm
For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution.
Okay. This has to be what it's
From
about.
violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I'm sorry, Abatui? He's kind of like in that case then, right? But when it came to that situation, while it was the same, like, you know, all this stuff was being overshadowed and just not accepted, and then ultimately the subject got banned, he went on his own to do it. And that has to be something... Yeah, no. I'm wondering if also Siraj obviously has to know about Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage right now, and do you think he could have possibly known that Alhaitham had a part in why his project got, like, rejected? I don't know.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That part's guaranteed.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilias, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress.
That's very true.
However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on.
Okay.
The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia.
Younger sister in Gandharvaville. Okay.
I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's
You just know that
so
it's there. No.
Not unexpected.
Okay, makes sense.
However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
Okay. Good. Speculation's not gonna get me anywhere. What's gonna get me somewhere is us progressing. Oh, it's all the way up there? Okay. The Research Preparation Center. That sounds low-key sketchy. I'm still not over the days of the academia being utterly shit, so... it feels like just yesterday we started the Sumeru Archon stuff, so... I don't trust much sages, even though a lot of it's been overthrown. But this is so... All the quests recently, I really love them. But they always have a striking moment of, like, emotion to them that, even though it's been happening, I always get surprised by it, and it, like, kind of hits me. But I'm here for it, I'm here for it. And like, I had nothing against Alhaitham. I actually kind of liked him a little bit, but obviously not enough to try pulling, because otherwise he'd be here and not Dia, but... I'm very intrigued, and I love how quests make me like a person. Is this just side note rambling to get us to our destination? Sure, whatever. Call it what you want. I think it's story and character building on my part. Enter House of... I've read that before, but I already forgot. Yeah, House of Dina. I think... It's been a minute since I've heard it, okay? God, they really have us traveling all the way over here. Oh, hello there.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilias. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few days?
Complications.
That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application.
Off-site research application. Is this connected? Possibly?
He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project.
Oh, is it? That's suspicious, that timing.
He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least.
It's not completely his fault.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
It makes sense. But the dude was literally kidnapped. Not that we're divulging information during all of this, but... Can I climb, or is there stairs that I am blindly missing? I'll just accept fate and walk up here. It's not much of a big problem. I usually have Kazuha, or even Venti, but we can walk. I would love to have a little bit... I mean, my Zhao is strong enough to be my main DPS here, but I'd like to switch to Tainari instead of Kale, but I like listening to this stuff in English, so we will do what we can with everything we have. Okay, straight down here. Like, there's no need to follow stairs when you can just glide to your destination, is there? Okay, just don't drop down onto the floor.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new Sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down.
Okay, wait, because the Akasha terminal shut down. That seems like a lazy excuse, but sure, yeah.
I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do.
And because the terminal shut down and it's not easy to access the information, you guys kind of just fell off? I mean, you're out here doing these research projects that... I know it's not just like, oh, you have to think it, there's some, like, research you can look into. It's more complicated now, but that just doesn't seem super right to me, but...
Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and
yeah, now you have to... Now you have to take longer to do it, so, I mean, it makes sense, logically. Like, with it right there, you can, like, quickly move in. I don't know. The Akasha system really made people... not lazy. Kinda, but there's a better word for it that I want to go with. But they relied on it way too goddamn much. And it's distinctly being shown in different ways in different quests.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again?
Well, I also get that. I mean, but... Cool. No, I'm just gonna say lazy. I'm actually gonna... Yeah. Fucking shit. You can have it all there, but... There's something better and more authentic to having to have looked through all that. Yes, it's so much easier if it's just fucking there. We would all love that. God, everyone in school probably would really like to just be able to think it and it would be there. But... You know, it's...
There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join.
Yeah, just waiting for other people to do it.
Down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Oh, that struck a chord with him. So, oh, this... I'm sorry, that screen reminded me of the, one thing, like, with the knowledge capsule.
My head, it hurts.
Oh, this is so trippy and weird.
I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module, like a worker bee in a beehive.
You will become Siraj number 36. That's implying there's 35 others if he's not counting himself. Even then, 34 is ridiculous. Oh. Is he trying to just get mindless workers? But because is this kind of like Dotore? Because remember, different, but like Dotore, how he had all those different clones of different time spaces, like, you know, at moments in his life. Is that what this is like?
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching, and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
This just sounds like cloning. Kinda.
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the Overmind. This Overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Almost like a manual makeshift version of the Akasha in that sense, where they would each get each other's information and be able to share it. That's...
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It sounds awful. It
Just as
really
Alhaitham
does.
said, Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Okay, that sounds awful. Also, I forgot we have this bystander there. I hope you're not involved in anything, and I hope that from hearing this, you're not involved now. Anyways.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry. We have to stop him before it's complete.
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem
Yeah,
right.
some things sound weird. It's
Some
just,
details don't add up.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is
It's based on.
Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait.
Do you know anything?
I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Yes.
Huh? Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity.
You don't want one.
That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki.
Janaki.
If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Received the invitation, but luckily fucking rejected it. Okay. Very interesting to say the least. Oh yeah, sorry for, I was taking in information when I was so quiet for that little moment, and I had someone talking to me. I was paying attention as best as I could, I swear. But okay, inside the pavilion. It's higher up. Okay. You'd think I would know Sumeru's, like, map a little bit better by now. I forgot she would be here from Windbloom, I think. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah. So, okay, this is off topic, but since Dia's here and I found her, accidentally, we're gonna talk to her.
Hey there, traveler. Nice to see ya.
Very true. Did not expect to see you here.
Well, Sino's out of the country on a trip, so he got me to come and help his subordinates take care
Yeah,
of
Dia's the one who helped him out.
You can say I'm his temporary substitute. The atmosphere around here is not too bad nowadays, so I don't mind sticking around once in a while.
Makes sense.
You've probably got a lot going on yourself, I bet. Good luck with everything.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Dia. But yeah, no. Okay, yeah. She was one of the two people who were filling in for Sino while he was at Mondstadt for Windbloom. I saw that you could speak to her, but I just never really looked into where she was, so that was a bit of a surprise. Not a bad one, just a surprise. There we go. Hello?
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Ilyas?
Oh.
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, he doesn't. Okay, so something must have happened with these two or something, because she's about to get very angry, and
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done?
No, he's saying he genuinely doesn't know what the fuck he did, so do you mind at least sparing one moment to tell him, and then you can continue maybe being upset? Holy shit, this person goes, I have amnesia, I truly don't remember, and he's not saying you should forgive him, he's just saying he doesn't understand where this anger and aggression is from. He's like, what? I don't remember you, have we met? So... I'm sorry, I'm being irrationally upset. I don't like when I hate conflict and like all that. And she's coming off so strong even though he's genuinely so confused. If he's done something that bad, yeah, you don't have to forgive him even if this case. But if you hear he has amnesia and he truly doesn't know what the fuck's going on, explain it to him. You can still hold your anger. You can still yell at him if you want after telling him. But let him know what you're angry about. Otherwise, you're just yelling for no fucking reason.
Or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
Okay, yeah, no, honestly, let's say he did something terrible. Okay, cool. Cool, you could be pissed. But right now, no offense, but this lady's being a bitch. She's just being a bitch. They're good at doing this too. Like in the last quest, how that one dude immediately gave me weird ass vibes that scared the hell out of me. This lady, the second she spoke, I immediately was like, I'm not gonna like this.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between
But I have no interest.
But I
Yep.
have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low.
Okay, yeah, no, my thoughts of disliking her are justified. Does she know him from when like, did they get the same invitation together or something? And then because she's so high and mighty and prideful that when she saw 45 compared to his 36, she got, like, upset? Like, something must have happened here. All I know is it's looking to be very petty and reasonable for me being so harsh on her.
No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Okay, shut up.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45.
Yeah, how many people were invited?
How many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah, Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
Okay, so that's on his numbering system, but was it how much was taken, or...
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their Jnana energy.
At most, Jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, it's very secretive.
If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please wait,
Yeah, let him know what he fucking did.
You really forgot?
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me.
Got a lot of trouble. You got a lot of people in trouble. For what?
She's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that...
Heavy feeling in your chest. Okay.
Feeling in my chest.
So there is something there.
I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Yeah, do you want to?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories.
Maybe it took away, like, this instance with, like, why the lady's so upset. I'm sorry, I still don't really like her, but, like, that's for another thing, but maybe it was really bad, and it weighed on him a lot, and so having, like, no memory of it, his conscience had that moment of feeling free from all of the guilt that was stacking up for whatever reason. Like, that could be it, because that would be a reason to just be like, you know what, this feels nice, even if it is kind of just like, no.
But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily.
Yes.
I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere.
Yeah, that should have been recorded,
Would you like me to look
for the
into
most part.
Yes, please.
Alright, then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
Because, yeah, no, it is very interesting. Something that got a lot of people, yeah. Can I be going the long way? Yes. Did I do it by choice? No, I just wanted to glide. But I don't know. But no, I take back some of my anger towards the lady. It's just, it's true. You can be genuinely upset for a very good reason, but going at it like that, especially when you, have multiple people, like, there who weren't even involved, but and you're told it's something important, this and that, it's sometimes good to, calm down and, like, look into it without, like, screaming, because she immediately even shit-talked the acting Grand Sage. Like, that's just how much she was not giving a shit about anything. She was like, I'm gonna, like, go at him. Like, why the hell are you here? It's like, there could be a reason. Just let him explain.
Let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, Come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
You be careful.
Ilias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
Okay, ride the elevator. Will admit that message low-key scared me. I was like, why am I getting a message? There should be nothing blocking my way. This is such a long elevator ride. It's horrifying. Pretty, but terrifying. Whoa, okay, I'm just gonna focus on chat and not look at the screen. We're here! God, no, that triggered some motion sickness. God. But anyways, yeah, let's look into this. I'm so curious, like, how big of a situation was it? Because even something like that might not seem big can get a lot of people in trouble, but it could also be very serious.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
That's a huge ass seat, by the way. I see. Have abundance of weirdos. Recently, there's a new rumor that a student has the ability to write the heaven-sent thesis. The circumstances are still under investigation. There are many vacancies for sages, and the numbers of suspicious people are spreading various news in Sumeru City has increased significantly recently. The core of 30 are looking to recruit for surveillance to ensure the city's peace and stability. Oh. There are witnesses that a mystery shadow wandering around Party-Stia at night. The investigation found nothing suspicious, and the case was closed. Sorry, he got up and that distracted me.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilias's file. Let's meet downstairs.
Okay, so he found something there, but he's gonna hold off on the information for now. Okay. Whoops. I best plug this shit in.
What have I done?
Okay.
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
But what does that mean? Because this is coming from the Academia of the past, so...
Me?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
what's the details?
Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him.
Okay, no, hold on. That doesn't seem like some... Well, it could get other people in trouble or make more work for them, possibly, but... Okay.
Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra.
Okay.
This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation.
Oh, yeah, no, that struck a memory.
Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry.
There must have been something really to it.
That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
No, it's okay. There must have been some type of backlash or, like, little instance of that led to a lot of blowback from peers. Maybe it's just an off
Take it
situation.
slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilias's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Let us go do that for him. I always like the chance to visit Gandharvaville. But no, that, like, in a way, having your, head, like, your lead instructor and stuff get, like, arrested and called in and found to be committing, like, some type of illegal activity, that could cause more work for your group and even, like, put unwanted, like, looks and maybe judgment on them. But if that's all there is to it, it doesn't sound like he... Like, did he take credit for reporting this, or is... We're probably gonna find out. All my questioning is in jest at this point, but... You know... I'm just gonna vent my thoughts while I still feel comfortable to try attempting theorization.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
Okay. Hey. Note everyone's movement there. Hello.
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right.
Bully?
You can tell us. Ilias,
Okay.
what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
So that's connected to that. Got it, got it.
I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out.
I told you not to be a hero. Is this genuinely because he turned in his superior? That's... I don't... That's not great, man. I mean... He wasn't doing anything wrong if it was confirmed true and proven that he was, like, his head was committing these things. But did he get...
I can't imagine how things are going for you at the academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
As far as threat letters?
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Yeah, he doesn't want to cause worry.
That's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk.
Okay. Brings you to a quieter
So,
place.
How's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember?
Oh!
After the incident,
Oh, it's another moment. After the incident, you...
Yes? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
Okay.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry. but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
He really isn't.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I
Sense of
really
loathing.
meant was
Okay.
a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relations.
True, but not easy to practice.
Think like you. But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great! Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
Okay. That can we teleport to a closer location for sure. Oh, of course it would be the caves over here. It's different, but like this area, yeah. I should put a support on the team actually. I don't really want to give anyone up though. That was a nice moment. Like, yeah, I get where the parents are worrying from, but the sibling just wanting to be there to support. But anyways, we're going in, aren't we?
Place.
Okay.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
Paimon, what do you mean there's nothing spooky about this cave? Okay, we have the elements we need. Nice, nice. I don't always actually care. Oh, they're probably going to let us use Alhaitham. And even not, we have Kaveh, so no problem. Haha, I was right. I only ever got to use Alhaitham in the test run, so we'll see. Door of Resurrection activated. This is like a serene place, but it definitely has me on edge.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilias, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilias! Where'd he go?
Okay, so this is just me getting my random thought out before anything happens. So either his last thing he needed to do was coming back to this place, because we did just lead him back to the place he ran from, or this was a trap. I don't sense him nearby. Okay, then.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see
Okay.
if he catches up to us.
Or we run into him. Oh, you can go even further. Oh, oh dear lord. What?
It's okay, Ilias. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth?
Oh, so he was doing this for a friend. Also, we're seeing his memories? Okay, this is...
He
okay.
shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
That makes sense. It does, but I see where Ilias is coming from in this case. He does not deserve credit for that, and like... oh yeah, this is why it's complicated, I see.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you!
That's the problem.
He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems.
I get wanting to graduate without any problems and not wanting to cause drama, and multiple people are saying just don't do anything about it. But that's the thing. These situations, they'll always come up, okay? To take this, what I'm about to say, like with that knowledge, it happens regardless of everything, really. But it becomes so much commonplace for people to just like accept it as their reality because everyone just says it's too much of a hassle, or it'll cause problems for other people if you say anything about it. And it's like, yeah, but it'll just keep happening repetitively for ever and ever and ever if you just accept that it's normal. It's fucking against a law and against this, and this for a reason. Don't accept it as commonplace shit and not want to stand up for it. If people get mad at you for defending yourself or protecting someone you know is too scared and just defeated to do anything about it themselves, that you're not doing anything really wrong. It fucking sucks that it affects other people, but it ultimately comes down to the person who is committing the wrong. That's how it is. It's just the truth.
It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora?
Okay, yeah, no, dude. No.
He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter?
Okay, so we're the only ones. Okay, I think I saw a glimpse of Ilias's past. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's quite that Paimon.
I was also able to see those memories just now.
Oh, so just Paimon wasn't.
They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective.
Whether he tricked us or it was ingrained in him from a memory, yeah.
Not entirely.
Yeah.
Keep walking and you'll see why.
Like, I don't think it's quite him tricking us. I think it's just the system's way of bringing him back, really. Oh. Hello? You put it over here? Yes. Okay. Okay, we're gonna open... Yeah. Should I have been looking for chests this whole time? I kinda hope not. What's this key for? Does it just... I don't know if I should be unlocking everything, so I'm just gonna... Okay. So I think I did need to open that other one. Hold up. Maybe? Yeah. I do that so I can get through and I can grab this one. Smart, smart. We're just trapped in, but it's fine. Sorry, I'm not quite used to using Alhaitham.
There is no escape. Useless.
Just like we rehearsed. Don't touch me.
You're dead meat.
I don't know why I use this, but this fungi will know my fury if I wasn't stuck on a tree. Oh, there's another round of them.
Shine down.
I feel like my game's being unfortunately cruel to me on switching time, but... Whoa. Okay, yep. Enough of the fairness. Okay, let me switch. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my game's reacting a little slow. But I think everything will be fine.
It's completely different
Oh,
from what Ilya
wow.
had. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Because it probably has been, but maybe it does still need stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, let's start up.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Interesting. So we're genuinely stuck in here. This is cool. Are we actually going through the events? Or is this each different individual? I think it's each individual. Okay.
Alhaitham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Okay then. I'm gonna continue, but I have a call, so give me a minute.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Artemis, let go of that, please. Let go of the wire. It's not your toy. So, is this true? Because I know a lot of people just seem to not like that Alhaitham got this power, and they're not fans of Alhaitham. But is this just because of that general consensus, or is it genuinely connected to, Siraj? Maybe. Oh, it's happening again. Okay, what are we gonna see next?
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
Oh, so this is playing out kind of like what I was thinking. No, lady, it was because someone was being used and they were just told they have to accept it. It fucking sucks that all that work was put down the drain, but... Never mind.
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
Because... You know, they're right. He could have waited till the project was over. But that just meant that he had to sit there and watch in silence as wrongdoing was being done the whole time. This isn't quite about, like, oh, I look like a hero. Oh, I've done so much goodwill. It's like, no, I'm seeing someone getting fucking used, and he's tired of it.
I don't understand what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
I'm sorry, what?
It's a shame. What happened to him?
Okay, no, fuck this. Fuck this shit right here. No, this dude jumped to his death, and y'all motherfuckers are still just mad that the dude who's partially responsible for probably what led him to that decision got caught, and so work was down the fucking drain? Okay, fuck that. No, fuck that. If that's what you guys are fucking saying, no,
Everyone
fuck
has been
that.
working hard to complete the project.
No!
He could have endured for a bit longer, but he chose now. all times to...
Fucking shit! You guys weren't the one who were getting fucking robbed from! You guys weren't the one being forced to do so much work, knowing that it's gonna be fucking used and not even giving you credit, that you're being degraded, used, and you guys are fucking pissed that he couldn't... Now, fuck that shit. I wish this dude got called out for his fraud faster. I wish that people weren't fucking selfish mother Fs. You gotta be flippin' joking. There's no way I'm sitting here listening to this dude who was the one being used and treated so poorly fucking went and jumped to his death. And these people have the audacity to be like a year's work, like a year something worth of work down the drain. Why couldn't you just wait till the project was finished? And then he drops the bombshell, and they're like, oh, why couldn't he just last a little longer? I thought he was tougher than that. Holy fucking shit. No, they don't give a fuck. They don't. Holy hell. If I was your fucking parents and sister, I would be so worried for you. I see why they're that worried. I see why they were like, you could just drop and we'd totally accept you back. I wouldn't want to be in a place where these people are sitting here treating you like shit for trying to do the right thing, especially considering that the person you wanted to help out died like that.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for.
Congrats, I'm glad it's fucking done for. You know, I said I was sorry for calling you a bitch, but no, you're a bitch. You're just a fucking bitch. I'm sorry, I'm getting so fed up. Oh, it's a theme. If this subject gets brought up into a quest, I'm sorry. I'm very, unfortunately, close with the subject a little bit. So I get very upset. And I knew I didn't like her tone. You know, it fucking sucks working on something for so long. And then it gets just cut off or it gets thrown out. This and that. I know. Obviously not to the extent of, like, you know, this huge ass... I've had school projects and other things like that, but, you know, not like this. But with someone being used like that, and especially, you know, they're dead now, yet you're upset that your work... that you still got paid for, you still got money for it. Yeah, you didn't get that, like, last bit of money or maybe the, like, extra money you could have got once it was completely finished or whatever, but you still got paid for it. Oh, and you're still alive, unlike the person who was used and treated like shit. I'm sorry. I'll continue on. But when this scene's over, I'm gonna pause to grab something. Just note, okay?
None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies?
It fucking sucks. I'm so sorry that you now need to sit there and prolong your studies because of this project ending. You know, you're not affected by this. He cared about the person who went and jumped off the fucking thing. So no, honestly, he fucking lost more than you. Holy shit, you're the one sitting here working for, like, getting into the academia and, like, focusing all your life on the fucking research anyways, so what's more research, okay? I'm sorry you lazy motherfuckers were just happy you were almost done. I'm sorry I'm being harsh. Anyone would be upset if all of their hard work was getting thrown away like that, but someone died because they were being abused in this situation, and you're upset that the person who did it is being put on trial just because it affects you. It does not, no. I cannot accept that in my mind to be something I'm gonna be calm about in any way, shape, or form. If anything, it gets under my skin so bad. I'm fucking crying. Okay.
Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
Well, you shouldn't be sorry. You really fucking shouldn't. Because if this is the attitude they're coming at you with in this situation, like, I'm sorry. like, I get it, like, it's fucked up, it's affected you, but the thing is, you know what would have been great? If all of you didn't realize that he was doing something shady, that something was wrong. Low-key, you all are co-conspirators for fucking just letting it go and letting him to commit fraud like this. If it's proven that everyone knew, because multiple people knew, and they were telling the person who was being used to not fucking say anything, then that means they're co-conspirators, not only to the fraud, but to that person's death. And so I personally am like, you fucked your own future up if it gets fucked up. That's your fault. It fucking is your fault. And I'm not gonna sit here and feel sorry for you for that happening. I'm not.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Oh, by you guys sending fucking threats to an innocent family? You know who needs to pay? Fucking you. I hope you don't graduate. Hell, I hope you get minor prison sentences. Or at least fines, you know. Let's take away the money you earned from helping out with the fraud. I'm sorry. This scene's probably almost over. Let's just continue it. Yeah. I drew that out for like 5-6 minutes. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's me. I'm with you, Traveler. I'm fucking with you.
You're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
I saw bullshit. That's what I saw.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
Because there could be more to it. 100%. There definitely could be a lot to it, and a lot to why the person jumped. But I'm just saying from the direct, straight standpoint, like looking straight at it from just that alone, let's say Ilyas did do things that could have like maybe put even more pressure on the dude, and this and that. He didn't actually instinctually do anything wrong, it's just situations are fucked. And the only one who really could have had a right to, I think, be upset with Ilyas would have been the person who jumped. None of the other people are justifiable in that. Especially when they sit there and they were saying about the dead person that they thought he was tougher than that.
The scribe's work is simple.
So, I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave him standing here for you for a moment. I should not be, but a minute or two. So, yeah. Shouldn't be 5 minutes. Yeah, no. I'll hopefully be a little bit more calm-headed, too, so it'll all work out in our favor, huh?
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all. The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples. There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to grab dinner, which is luckily a nice comforting thing for the emotions I put myself through. Why must nothing be climbable? Wonder if there's like little secret details put in spots. Oh! Hey! You're not looking great. Yeah, this place is just kind of intimidating. Key. Okay, and then maybe I take these both. I'm just kind of going off of how the last one was. Yeah, exactly. Haha, I'm learning from things. May take me a minute, but I do learn. 'Cause, 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 'cause
Well, Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we?
Okay, that's fucked up. That is like I'm not talking about the exception part. I'm saying it's fucked up that no one will take him. He stood up for what was right. What could have been them being used, and he's being fucking judged and harmed for it. Once again, there could be more to it, but from the straight up blatant history we're getting, this is fucked up.
Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh? Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
Oh, this is how he's gonna get used by that dude. Yep, nope. That's fucked.
You seem troubled.
You know what's also fucked up? How that bitch who's upset at him, along with that other dude, but no, that bitch, she was sitting there like, this doesn't affect you, it's affecting him right now. He can't pass his course because everyone's fucking like, how dare you fucking speak up for evil? How dare you, like, sit there and be like, oh man, this dude's committing some wrong.
Who are you?
I said to calm down. I was a liar.
What are my manners? My name is Siraj.
I wouldn't trust that face.
I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
I get why he accepted, but God, that's so sad.
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk.
Well, yeah. Bring it. There could be reasons. But the real jerk is still Siraj. He took advantage of someone's plight. So, you know.
Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him, and we're gonna make him explain himself!
Okay, hey buddy. I'm not jumping to being super pissed off yet, but, you know.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias.
Yeah, there's that.
And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here.
I was right! I was right! I don't think I voiced that exact wording, but I was right.
To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already.
Yeah, because everyone doesn't. Yeah, Siraj doesn't like him. Yeah. He probably didn't infuse it or something. Yeah.
I truly
did forget. It's because he remembered it.
Even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, is it really your decision? I don't think he would want to live, like, he obviously cares for his family, especially because he would drop off, like, paychecks to his sister all the time. Are you gonna literally leave your family behind for this? They cared about you, but, I mean, your parents were kind of, and maybe your sister were kind of against you speaking out too, but for them it was more out of fear than your coworkers, but, you know? See? Hesitation! You don't want this!
Not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Push him off the cliff. I'm sorry.
That is Siraj.
So you're that giga jerk!
Giga jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to offend you? I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
No, it sounds like you had at least some coercion. Even if they did partially want this can't be how they wanted it.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers
Friends and
at the
family that they can
academia
care about.
who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent. Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage.
Because it was against the laws.
A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
And started calling everyone your, like, names. They're just clones to you. I'm sorry. You say it's only, like, it's human nature to, form into this group. Then why are none of them by their name? Why are they all called Siraj? Why? Piece of shit? I'm sorry.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan.
Of course they are.
As a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study.
Oh, like that's gonna actually happen, dude. You think this is about to be way too easy?
The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
Yeah, the hive, not you.
We
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Come on, dude, you know there's hesitation there. You know it.
Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
Come
That's
on.
easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself.
Not necessarily, you dumb motherfuck. He just needs to, like, you know, he can visit his family more. It might suck, you know, having to go back, because maybe you'll feel like you've failed at something, or maybe this and that. But you can go back there. And then not just that, there are going to be people who actually care about you, that won't just sit there and judge you for trying to do what was right. If anything right now, it just seems like he needs to stop, like, caring what the fuck his, like, colleagues in the academia think, because they're pieces of shit. So, like, he just... You're a piece of shit. Tragedy isn't always going to repeat itself. And if it happens again, it's honestly at that point, whether you chose to try finding connections or not. Because this isn't finding connections, this is throwing the ones you do have away and then not even giving others a chance to sprout and grow.
Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilyas? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as Alhaitham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives.
Fucking shit, we certainly don't want to be sitting here having to travel to place in search of our sibling we fucking miss. Yeah, most people do kind of want more simple, easier lives. But fucking shit, this certainly isn't it. This isn't living. At all. This is being used. Being toyed with. It's not fucking living.
I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do.
No, you fucking don't.
Do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
It did seem weird. Look at him go. What? I have faith.
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Haha, conflict!
You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Yep.
Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it! Wait, so you knew that Ilyas would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj?
Kinda, yeah.
Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... wait. It's back to normal already.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
Well, it was worth a shot. I still have faith. Something's gonna happen.
And something feels off
Wait.
about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Like yours. We get it.
Hey, Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
Well, hey, who's to say it hasn't worked yet?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Let's take them out.
Alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold him off for as long as we can.
It's part of his sometimes aggravating charm, okay, Paimon?
Here you are.
Okay. I would much appreciate if they grouped up, but that's my fault for not bringing Kazuha. Okay, there we go.
A process of elimination.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
Haha!
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
Evolve to what? Echoes of a fucked up, annoying, stupid past? AKA this dude.
You see? That is the will of the collective.
I hear some
Even
conflict.
With the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Oh, it will. Just you wait.
You asked for it. Shine down.
I switched to Kaveh, but that was just me.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong with the Academia. The March.
Oh, please switch to Zhao. Kaveh does not deserve death. Oh, of course they bring wind slimes. Ah, kill the flower.
Worthless. Let's get it on.
You rude people.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Nope, not gonna work. It's not gonna go all your way. No, 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 no. I believe in everyone. For the most part.
They're dead meat.
Dia may not pack the most punch here, but she tries. I want to switch to Kale, but okay. Get over here. They didn't come over here. I'm sad.
How is that possible?
Why am I fighting the Jade Bloom?
Judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? Not necessarily.
Defract.
Inazuma shines
Death.
eternal.
Okay.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out?
You were only designated
made it as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I see it, I see it.
It is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
Is he gonna fall?
It's too late.
Yep.
Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My numbers shouldn't be so far down in the list! Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The music here is amazing, by the way.
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the Hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me.
Oh, he's definitely not saying this shit out of sympathy. What sympathy?
I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes.
I think that's just his eyes. I'm sorry.
You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective
That's
is
how
entirely born from your habitual way
Yes.
of looking at things.
Yeah, no.
From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. Someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
You fucking are.
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile.
Oh, damn.
You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the Academia and stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamaja's duty to escort you away.
Hello there, Sino.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino.
Yeah, way back at the beginning.
So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start! You lied to us too!
When doesn't he, Paimon? He doesn't tell us stuff until it's necessary, otherwise he doesn't care. He's just gonna let go. He only says things that he finds necessary and worthwhile that will really help with what's going on in the moment, okay?
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Alhaitham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
Yep.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Okay, everyone. We're back.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences.
I don't think he would do that. Now, here's the difference to the situation I was talking about earlier, how they were basically, like, co-conspirators, like, accomplices. The people working on that project, because they knew what was happening, they were willing and knowing accomplices, whereas these people seem to have definitely been taken advantage of based off what was going on in their life at the moment.
Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure, Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all duped?
Maybe not all, but I do genuinely believe that there was several here who were just here because stuff really wasn't going good for them. And they were in a very bad, like, negative space. And so they were very susceptible to an offer that sounded so good.
We can ask Alhaitham about that later.
We really can. I feel like there's a lot into the situation. Oh, hey, buddy.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Because you did lose your sense of justice, but you still felt like you shouldn't. It's very taxing what you were going through, dude.
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you.
We can be sad because, yes, you deceived us, but I don't know. From his storyline, I can't be, like, overly pissed off at this dude. I really can't. He was in a terrible spot, and he got offered that gave him, like, an offer that, like, made him feel free and, like, away from all of that shit that happened to him. And so, of course, you know, even if you feel in your heart that something's wrong, you'll still cave, especially from that time of stress. So I can't be overly mad.
However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
Huh, I believe that.
Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
We'll probably see you again someday, it's fine. But yeah.
All the test subjects have been taken away.
Okay.
I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy
Yeah,
the system.
get rid of this place for sure.
Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
We're good, bud. Just tired.
Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the academia.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
That we shall. Okay. I feel like I had to have missed more stuff, but oh well. What will I do about that situation? I don't think I'm allowed back, so it's fine. Let's leave. Okay, yeah, we're turning to dialogue.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
We really aren't.
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
Oh no, we could, but... Oh, well, Paimon didn't, but I did.
We're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
See ya.
Yeah, Paimon, you're gonna have to, like, float by him for about 2 hours and then maybe he'll break.
Done?
Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject.
Haha, you're going against Paimon, Alhaitham. That's a strong opponent.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Okay, so there's probably something to this, but yeah, no, Paimon's not gonna let this go.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Vague, okay, let's go. We never do get direct, answers to some questions, do we? Okay, I thought there was stuff to collect here, but that's, like, in this area? No, it's over here. I'm just bad with a map. I wanted to do Diaz today, but might not happen. That's why it was always a 50-50. Might not. But I really love this. It's really great.
Is this your home?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's at Alhaitham's place, but I just went straight in.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
It's Kaveh. Hey, dude.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place.
Paimon, not specific, and also that was when we were eavesdropping.
Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham?
What a pleasant chat.
Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
No. I was not hired to pretend to be friends with him, don't worry. We've known each other for a little bit at least. I can't tell you the exact amount of time, but we've known each other, so we're at least decent acquaintances. Maybe verging on minor friends, maybe. If you ask me, not Alhaitham, he'll say acquaintances.
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
Yeah.
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends exactly.
I see.
Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make...
Paimon. I did not mean to skip that, but...
You're Alhaitham's friends.
Kaveh, you don't have to pay us. I almost said Mora. Paimon. Bad Paimon. We are not blackmailing. Oh my god, I can't believe Paimon said that. Girl,
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
I don't know, maybe it's a simple response.
Coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Yeah, sure.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Oh, that's a lot.
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people.
No, I see where this is. Yeah, okay.
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? 'Cause, whew.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans.
Very true.
That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Huh. Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
Oh, come
What
on.
about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
Oh, Jesus.
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy.
I mean...
Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Not anymore, per se. Well, I mean, we're always in trouble.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right? Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
I know, Paimon. I understand.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
He does indeed seem upset again.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
I blame your curiosity, Paimon.
You whisper very loudly.
It's Paimon, and I guess we join in, okay?
Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me.
As you stated before.
They were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are.
Like those scholars who were upset that he outed someone for doing something wrong. I'm still upset about that.
I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you?
Oh, yeah, no, he mentioned that, like, he knew Siraj, but he didn't answer what made him curious about this whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the academia. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Yeah, he fucking didn't. Okay? That was fucked up. And every person who sat there and condemned him for doing the right thing deserves worse than just having to graduate late. Okay? Because those people, unlike the ones here, were willingly co-conspirators. They were accomplices. Accomplices who were like, oh, it's sad that, that dude jumped, but I thought he was tougher than that. Couldn't he have, held on a little bit longer? Says the one with not that mental trauma being dumped on them.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
He's pretty serious.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
And then you'll be so much happier.
Your resignation?
Yeah, he does not want this job.
I've already submitted my resignation to the academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage
and going back to being its scribe.
I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing.
Yeah, I can definitely tell.
Priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as
well. Kaveh in the background.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
Let's go.
See ya.
That's how it ends? No! Oh.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
Okay then. Wasn't expecting this.
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses.
Yeah, it's such a dumb title.
But even so, the academia can't be left to you.
He doesn't want it to be left to him.
I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
No offense, Kaveh, or maybe great offense. I don't think either of you are suited to be a sage. I'm just saying. Neither of you have the qualifications. To be fair, I just don't like the academia, so maybe I'm actually being nice to you two.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Oh, damn.
Man, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
Damn.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that, Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
Decorate the wood carving then.
Freedom.
I mean, yeah, I have that.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
I mean, he could, but...
You're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No.
I believe that, actually. I truthfully believe that. Oh, I'm just allowed in? I guess I get to talk.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a...
Damn, I can't. It just replays this scene. I was like, let me just walk back in and listen into some secret while standing right there.
But even so, the academia can't be left to you.
Some of their interactions are, kinda fine.
Wait, what?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer.
But maybe if you might have caught on. I don't like bickering too much. Some of this, it's back and forth and it's fine, and then other moments I just don't do well with it, so, yeah.
I took time out of...
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me.
Because it's so interesting. It's like, in one way, this really does paint the dynamic between these two, and then other moments you get confused again. At least me. That's my understanding of it. Just being hard to grasp, okay?
So I'll have to bring you.
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be
It's the two Dendro boys. They're fighting again.
No need to hide.
Send help. Okay. Don't open the doors if I'm not allowed in. Wait a minute. I was allowed in. I'm confused. Why did it replay the scene? Where am I? I feel like I entered some parallel universe because I'm lost. Okay, so leave the house. Oh, I ran into the scene. Okay.
Was he in your class?
I'm so sorry for running in here again. I didn't realize we're still in the house. And why does it have it to where, like, just let me see them and go, oh, okay, I'll leave. It doesn't have to keep repeating the scene. This is bloopers for another day. But no, I kind of want to talk about it more, so let me try as fast as this lets me skip through it, because I can't even go into the settings to do anything, because otherwise I would mute this, so, you know, we don't have to hear it over and over.
Or perhaps I should say that I'm
and I suppose they'd let
again, that's
this is, but no, seriously, once again though, this argument is showing exactly why neither of them would be adequate to stay in this role. Just saying. No offense to you, Kaveh. Don't know much about you, but
I'm going to buy.
What? Are you trying to annoy me?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
I don't know. It's kind of funny, like, because you can tell Alhaitham kinda is, he's being himself, but he's also definitely just using the fact that he knows his behavior bugs Kaveh, and so he's just going with it. And then Kaveh keeps buying into it. I will give Kaveh this credit, though. He, definitely seems empathetic and nice. He does. He genuinely asked us if things, like, was everything okay, and all of that. Which, it's cool. I just don't know much other than that. So, you know, it's like, I meet him and he's just bickering with Alhaitham. You know, some of the lines fine, but it just goes on and on to the point where it kind of gets to me. And then, you know, you do see that he cares. He really does. Even though he doesn't know you, he asks you, what's up, are you okay, you in trouble, need help? And I don't know, I guess I don't like how it seems like every word Alhaitham says is going to be used to just rile Kaveh up. You know what I mean? It's not really an issue on Alhaitham or Kaveh's character per se. it's just a bit much for me personally. Other people, it's probably fine, you know, and it's all good if it is. Just it takes a little bit of work for me to get past that. But no, I loved this quest. It definitely. Oh my god. Hello, Genie. Why are you in that person's face? But no, I lost my train of thought because I got so distracted. I'm sorry. Seeing how very I don't need this deep and kind of just serious this got. Like I mentioned it literally at some point earlier, like when we first walked over here. So before we got all those details, I'm like, I know that Genshin's been able to sneak in a lot of serious and kind of dark topics and situations, yet I'm always surprised. Well, like straight up, I was dumbfounded the second. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting their names a minute already. But no, the second he was like, you know, he jumped in all of that. Like, you saw me stop. I had to take that in. I had to process that. I was not expecting that in any way, shape, or form. And, it really showed. But no, will I at some point get Alhaitham? Maybe during one of his reruns in a decent while. I'm gonna once again pull a little bit with Shenhe coming out, so in like 5 days. I should really say 6, but you know, around that time frame. But I'm definitely gonna be doing Dia's quest maybe tomorrow. I might set a reminder just to be like that. But no. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts, but I think this is me signing off for now. I would have got to Diaz today, but I'm going to just take a step back from this because of how emotional I got, and just I don't know the time. If I streamed a little earlier, I would have done it, but it took me a minute to fully wake up and get into it. But yeah, no, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you're a great day or night whenever the heck you're watching this, and yeah, bye bye.